some water. I'll sort that shortly. Good evening. This is Jupiter Exile. I've adjusted my light setup a little bit more. Let's see. Might get a little brighter. Let's see. No, we'll go back at the mid-level. I've got the accent lights and other colors now, so I'm fussing with things. So today we'll be going back after Lawrence again. So let me go ahead and change my attire back to the anti-Lawrence stuff. The Bone Ash set. I had my gear set changed because I was doing some farming because I realized I had been a fool. So basically, in the area just before the Orphan of Kos, there are a couple enemies called Winter Lanterns, and they make that kind of like moany, crooning sound. And they had, and they're the guys that when they look at you, they inflict frenzy on you, and they have a grab attack. It's really dangerous, all sorts of stuff, whatever. Turns out that those enemies, right before the Orphan of Kos, actually drop the strongest gems you can find without going into the Chalice dungeons. So I was trying to figure out all this Chalice nonsense to get better blood gems, and they were just hanging out over there. So I farmed them for like half an hour yesterday, and I got a full new suite of these like cursed tempering damp blood gems. There's like a bunch of these. So we are now about like give or take 15% more damaging. And I could have done this at any point during my like Orphan of Kos fighting. So whichever video was the first one where I got Orphan of Kos to 15% health or less, that could have been the kill if I had done this correctly, or like if I was aware of this, if I had thought about it. That's not what happened. We live in this world instead, where we fought that dude for a long time. But now we're a little tough. We're a little stronger, and we can go back to fighting Lawrence. Looking at some of the other videos up against Lawrence, and it's like, wait a minute, that guy's doing more damage than I'm doing. How could his, like, what could be different about his setup? We're both like in this BL4 boat together, right? Yeah, I was in the leaky, shoddy part of the boat. I needed to plug up my boat. Oh, another thing I realized when I was going through some other videos, see if this applies to Bloodborne. Okay, it doesn't apply to Bloodborne. I actually need to boot up Dark Souls 3 again and recapture some moments, because in Dark Souls 3, your level is displayed in the upper right part of the pause screen, which is where my camera is. So when I look at these old videos, my actual proof of level is obscured by the camera. Excuse me. So I need to re-record at least a little bit, just showing off the souls I've got at the end of the run. As for you, I think I can hang out a little bit further away from him and still be okay on my punishes. Okay. So I'm getting tangled on his legs there, but I had seen that it's possible to actually like walk up on him between the second attack and the third attack for the punishes I'm going for. So I think I still need to walk more on like my left, but I don't have to be dodging through attacks to get the openings I'm getting, or the openings that I'm trying to get. But I'll get reaccustomed to that shortly. I also found out that the 12th part of my Dark Souls 3 SL1 run was actually missing, and I had to re-upload that. I had the fight with Gale marked as part 13, but it's actually part 14 of the series. I was missing a video. This is not going to go well. Oh, never mind, I actually survived. Just had to use some blood vials. Yeah, so if I don't dodge through something, the opening's a little shorter, but it's still good. I got pinned up against the wall for a bit there. Lost track. Too close. I think if I close on that faster, I can actually hit him in the head and work on a different part break. That was the one I was supposed to run behind. Whoops. Okay. I was too close. I don't need to be that close. I think I had a glass of water around. Let me grab that. Ugh. I think mid-range has another meaning for this boss, because we want to be entirely... We basically want to be entirely out of reach of that particular string. And the spacing for that, I think, is about 2 lengths of the boss. You're all dead. Any blood vials? Nope. Okay. Let's see, the spacing is longer than one of the squares on the floor in the room. There we go. It's part of the reason why, like, a couple extra features on the floor is really handy. Yeah, we've got these, like, jumbo-sized floor squares in here. It's about, I think, maybe... It's more than one of those away is where I need to be. Wrong read. About this far? So that would be 1.5 away? A little more than. As long as I can still punish that attack. And it's actually a pretty generous window when you get down to it. This is going to have him moving towards us more often, though. Yeah. I dodged too early into that. So being at that distance, I can't do the punish on his 2 slashes there. I think for phase 1, I should keep doing the same spacing I was, and for phase 2, I'm going to have to adjust to be further away from him. It seems like the trick to this fight, by and large, is going to be getting the right spacing and not getting cornered. Hey, thanks. I realized just yesterday that I wasn't using the strongest blood gems that I could farm, so I spent some time farming the Winter Lanterns before Kos, and now I have like a bunch more attack, which meant that if I had farmed that earlier, I would have killed Kos like days earlier. Yeah, so now I've got like a full suite of cursed droplets. Oh, that was lucky. Yeah, I'm really glad to have that done. Not be cornered here. Ah. I was too light on the circle press for the dodge. Let's see. I'm going for parts breaks, so I really should be making sure I'm getting the transform attacks in. Oh, we actually got snow over where I am for the first time this year. That was nice. I always like looking out at the snow through the windows. I'm on the balcony up here, so I can kind of peer at it. It's all reflected in white, so it makes the night look like it's brighter, too. How am I getting past you here? Come on. Come on out. There we go. Okay. Ah. I was too close into the boss there. Stay back to heal. triple attack. There, now we're healthy. Medium slam. What's next? Three slashes off of that is really conservative, but it's pretty fine. Yeah, fast thing. Two, three. Heal. Oh, he falls for that. Okay, right. So that changes up a bit. It's backing up more often now. That's cool. Two, three. Okay, I thought he was going to do 3 slams, but it was fist to several slashes. So I was not aware of his pattern correctly there. Knowing the cadence for the 3 slashes is definitely very helpful to me in adapting when I make an incorrect choice. There's enough leeway to get certain things wrong here, so long as the thing I'm getting wrong is not like either the first part or the last part of a combo. Because the last part usually hits pretty hard, and the first part sets me up in a bad way. There are some of these where I can make a mistake on like the first thing, but yeah, we're still mostly just still trying to get the distancing correct. So I need to be at a range where I can read what he's doing and not get murdered by it. Excuse me. Okay, I went too far past him, so he was able to turn around on me. Did I do 2 dodges there or just the 1? I think I did just the 1. Yeah, after I go in there, I need to stay really close to his back. Really close to his leg, at least. So I think one of the big things I'm noticing is that in his phase 2, his retreating method, he doesn't just like step back very often. He likes to slam the ground and then step back. Do that like fire slam thing. He's still like repositioning sometimes to build distance when you're close. He just does it in a way that's a lot more violent. guy's also got a nice little 1, 2, 3. I need to stop running away from that first one, because I can run past it. That was especially wrong, but I didn't want to get cornered again. My early fight behavior keeps getting me up against the back wall, and I don't like it. Either way, for that attack, I can just dodge it, and get in a hit. So I should just do that, especially for first phase. It's not that tricky a dodge to be unwilling to interact with. Thank you. Just politely stepped out of the way. Okay, yeah, so we just run straight at you. With the transform. There we go, that's closer to ideal. I'm like just a little bit getting tapped. Okay, don't buffer out of that one. It's a little bit, the attack, the follow-up is a little slower than the dodge I can buffer. So I need to just take that hit and be patient if I take it, and, like, stick to the count of 1, 2, 3. It's a very deliberate. That's actually good to know, that I need to make sure I don't buffer that dodge. I think the dodge I need to buffer is if I get hit by the first hit of 3 fist slams. It's actually a funny thing to think about is like the hit stun properties of a boss's damaging attack and what you can do to recover from a mistake are like things you don't learn if you're trying for like a full flawless run. Rather things that it's not like worthwhile to learn in a full flawless run. You might learn them along the way. Okay, I can't get in 4 hits with that, I don't think. Nope, didn't bait the slash out. I'm moving past after 3 attacks to, like, see about baiting, oh, weapon at risk. I need to repair. One of my cursed blood gems is giving me lower durability. Whoops. It's on me. I zonked out for a moment. Let's trade places. I didn't run at it fast enough? What was that? Or was I too far away? I must have been too far away. Huh. What is our closest source of about 1,000 souls? Can I kill the first hunter that shows up? Maybe I can, like, just get a quick kill on him, abusing the fact that the first thing he does is always the shotgun. So I haven't been killing these guys previously, but if I want to go get weapon repairs, can I just get that by killing you? Yeah, it's not going to be that easy. Okay. So my best route for weapon repairs is probably to go back and do, like, Mincy's Pigs again, like the full dang thing. I didn't think my weapon was that damaged after I finished the farm before, but I must have been using it quite a bit, actually. Oh yeah, because we're down to 48 out of 200. Wow. Okay. Back. I'm actually just gonna sell, like, something. I could sell the Cost Parasite because I can never use it on BL4. It's like, is it proof of boss kill? Maybe I should hold it as proof of boss kill. I can sell the Fist of Gratia. That thing's worthless, basically. Actually, I could just sell, like, one of these Ritual Bloods. I don't need all that. Let's cover the bill. That won't quite foot the bill, actually. I need to sell a little something more as well. That should be enough, I think. So, let me see. The weapon wasn't actually... I thought I had a reduction on durability. Yeah, I do. It's, the second one is durability minus 56.3, but the durability is still printed as 200. Is that faster degradation is what that 53 is? I don't know. I mean, I got it and I figured, like, this will be a bit of a nuisance, but, you know, it's like 7% stronger damage compared to what I had, so we're going with it. Well, back out to the fight. tiles. Here we go. Two, three. Ah, caught on his leg again. How do I do better about that? Should I run past his other leg? No, I think it's still the right way to go. I just need to, like, have more offset relative to the boss. So if I'm running, like, too straight onto him, I'm going to get snagged like that plenty. Excuse me. Oh, so I was doing some more setup yesterday. And I think I have everything ready now to start trying to stream Metroid Dread, going for speed. So I was thinking maybe about doing some of that tomorrow. I have a busy afternoon, but we'll see if we can't fit that in. I had to get, like, the stream timer working and get the positioning correct. Can I sneak by? Thank you. Well, I think I got all that figured out. That's good damage. What's up? Right, that is not the way to handle that attack. That was a silly experiment. Grab. Two. I wonder if I should try going in on that since I understand the attack. Might be probably more trouble than it's worth. I think I have enough openings without worrying, without, like, trying to worry about closing in on that attack. Oh, flub that. That's the bigger one. I think he's getting close to his angrier threshold. Ah. Certainly seems angrier. If only just. 2, 3. Okay, yay. So he extends that to a 4 by falling down is how that works. Okay, that's the wrong spot to stand and try to heal for sure. I should have given up the opening on that attack to reposition and heal, as I knew that stepping back I'd be in the corner. Yeah, it's like he can technically do these kind of behind the back swipes in phase 1, and he's way, way likelier to do them in phase 2. Like, I can basically plan around. I could set my watch by the fact that he's going to spin around with some sort of claw attack. And if I'm in exactly the right spot, I can prompt that, and it's pretty good. Any blood vials for me? Thank you. So, let's see, is it just ticking down faster? I see. The durability looks like it's ticking down wicked fast. I might want to change out that gem then. That is pretty obnoxious. Okay. The other thought is, switch these out for bold hunter's marks. I could buy some bold hunter's marks, and if I'm diligent about recovering my blood, I can build up blood echoes over the course of like 4 or 5 attempts and use that as the repair bill. Make it less of a problem. 2, 3. That's a grab. 2. Slam. He's in phase 2 now. I'll just let him do that this time. Yeah, it's so much harder to deal with spacing-wise in phase 2. Man, why do people make guides and they don't talk about like how to ensure the proper spacing on the boss? Sheesh. All the bits in between the attack patterns. Like, yeah, you understand how to deal with the attack patterns, but how do you set it up so that the attack pattern doesn't like completely wall you? I guess if you're just getting the punishes right every time, you're going to be trading places with the boss so often it might not matter. I guess I just need to not have a circumstance where I look at an attack and say, that's alright, I'll let that one go. Because, you know, if I do that, I have to walk away from it, and I'm going to surrender too much space. That's annoying, taking that hit. Yeah, I think I just have to look at it and say, like, that attack, I can move past that every day of the week, and then I just do it. So if I'm doing, like, a further back boss spacing, yeah. Yeah, didn't get my dodge timing right. I'm not used to seeing that guy run. Yeah. One of the cursed blood gems I could get was actually like continual HP depletion. Like, well, we can't play with that. That's no good. It'll take me longer to kill the boss than it would for that to kill me, I think, with the amount of HP I have. Probably. If it gets to be too inconvenient to go back and repair the weapon, I could always go back and farm up another gem. It's not that bad to kill the Winter Lanterns. And I could get like a third gem that's just like penalty to damage versus kin. Now I had to look it up as well, because I thought the Moon Presence, the final boss, was kin. It's actually not, I guess. For some reason it's not labeled as a kin type, despite being like the most kin-oriented thing I would expect. I guess I get my blood echoes back, that's handy. Ouch. I was a little slow in moving past him. Might be narrowly possible to get an attack, transform, attack, transform. That was dicey, but we got there. So if he makes a different choice there, that position's not safe. We don't want to be in a position where the boss's choice can cause us to take damage. Oh nice, I got the full 2 attack punish on that. Usually been getting the 1 hit punish on that. He only did the 1 slam. Ah, I was still too close. I needed a dodge. I knew it was time to get out, too. Because I didn't want him to backhand kill me. Hmm. $120. When I first equipped this gem, I thought it was just decreasing my maximum durability on the weapon. Yeah, just push him in the corner. That's pretty good. Ooh. 2, 3. I guess I can technically get 3 hits off of that. Yeah. Oh, that was lethal? Damn. I needed to move a bit further out then. Shoot. The positioning is a little particular. I say it's a little particular because it's a little particular for a Bloodborne fight. I think this durability thing is really going to annoy me, so I'm going to go back and actually farm the Winter Lanterns until I get another gem that doesn't impact my durability. It's like, yeah, I lost like 19 durability in that fight, or maybe that was over 2 fights. It's way too fast. I'm going to have to repair before I go. I'm just going to sell the Fist of Gratia. I'm not going to use that. You are the offending party. What are my other options? Wait, do I just have 3 of these? Oh, it just has like a slightly lower variable on it. Yeah, I'll just take 2% less damage. That's fine. And we've got about 60 blood vials with a nice amount of blood echoes left. You know, the Saw Cleaver in BL4 it's alright. I appreciate that the Saw Cleaver is a viable weapon, and it's like your nice basic, it's like the straight sword of Bloodborne, so to speak. Just doesn't have anywhere near the range of a straight sword in Dark Souls 3. Whew. Um, but I really miss some of the things I could play around with in the standard run. Um, the stake driver is really fun. Just to unload those gigantic stake driver hits into enemies. Excuse me. Just gonna get in some standard hits there. 2, 3. Take our distance. That was only a medium slam. I could have hit his hand if I didn't get hit. That one was a tricky range. Also, I thought that landed sooner. I guess I need to look up at him when he's doing that. Yeah. I thought it was weird that he decided to do that at that distance. He usually doesn't decide to jump unless you're pretty far away. I guess that's like maybe the smallest distance he can do it, or maybe he's just got a random chance to jump on you anyway. Oh, I was still able to run past that. Oh. 3 of them were still alive. This boulder is really slacking, man. This boulder needs to show up to work. There we go. Good job, Boulder-kun. We knew you could do it. We really got the gothic leather pants look going on here. Oh, not again. Wow, I could not get a break there. Ugh. I guess I was alive longer than I thought I was, but Come on, man. I just want to go fight the boss. Why does the boss have to be behind all this nonsense? I'm still surprised that there's no like event you can trigger or any kind of change that um, changes up this enemy spawn. Like I feel as though this church opening to reveal this one guy is kind of a set piece, and I would ordinarily presume that it would not be there for the entirety of the play of the DLC. But like it's strange that the DLC is looping back to a set piece that is essentially already been shown off. Come on. Out of the way. I have business. There we go. Made it. Whew. Okay, let's go. Only got the one hit. Being a little overly cautious and missing some damage. Please stop moving up on me like that so much. Wow. 2, 3. He just would not leave me alone. I'm not going to go in on that. I didn't have the right momentum. Same. That's a medium punish. There we go. Okay. I need to remember when in doubt on that attack, I can run out, or dodge out. Move out of that. Nice opportunity. Oh, we actually got the visceral because that was a head critical. I'm gonna give him some space. Ah, he fell on me. Whoops. Okay, so further back than that. Geez, this guy just commands a ton of space. It's either further back than that, or we need to make more of a habit of being behind him. I also should have just understood that he was in full crumple, because I could have gone for like some extra heavy hits. Like charged R2, L1. Or maybe just 2 charged R2s. Be pretty spicy. That was pretty opportune that I managed to hit him in the head anyway. Normally I'm not getting that. Yeah, 3 of them alive is difficult. I'd have to be more patient, move further back, wait for them to string out a little bit. Or like shoot them, I guess. I don't know. Yeah, I'm really thinking that The stratagem of standing behind him a lot in the second phase, I think might be the only way for me to make the second phase be consistent. Because half the time, like, if I try to stay super far back to avoid all of the attacks he can do in front of him, I'm just kind of getting moved all the way to the other side of the church. And it's just difficult to manage. So let me go back to trying the stand behind him strategy, at least for phase 2. Jeez, these guys. Did I change what I was doing in terms of the boulder? I don't think so. There we go. Okay, so let's see what we can do. On there. Healing up. Oh, didn't wait long enough. I'll do something to let me get past. Oh, right. That's a combo I'm a little less accustomed to. It's a different kind of claw swipe that predates that. Ugh. Just wish the church was a little wider. It's hard to move past him. I do think it was really cool that they were able to mostly just use like the animations and attacks from the Cleric Beast for this fight. He does have a different model, and some of his behaviors are different, but a lot of his behaviors, especially in the first phase, is just the way the Cleric Beast fought. Just, you know, doing way more damage, and with these fire pulses that make him have a more threatening reach. But you basically never have to fight the Cleric Beast perfectly, because he doesn't do enough damage for that to matter. Boss is confused. Like, you're not supposed to be here. That's the grab. Oh. Okay. That one-shot me? Come on. I really have to go back to the transition plan, or like staying out then going in? Nothing feels consistent from like a strategic level. He just does these really big sweeping attacks that are near him, which tells me that the boss fight is about staying away, so you don't have to deal with all these attacks. I just wish the arena was bigger if that was the case. My best runs are still hovering around like the 50% range. I think it's at about 30% that he go. Come on. Getting a real tired of these guys. Yeah, I think it's around 30% that he triggers his other pattern of attacks. Did you leave enough space? Thank you. Not going to go in on that, as I rolled out. Correcting the momentum there is like not going to happen. What would you like to do? Let's grab. Fell over. Back out because of that. Come on! There's like almost no time to reposition there. And I like went for an attack and I guess I shouldn't have. So like dodging past him is absolutely the correct move there. It's just yeah, these phase 2 like turnaround things he does, really annoying. Okay. There's no set strat. I just have to be very adaptable and very fast, which is really annoying. But it can be done. There's a lot of opportunities to hit him when you get down to it. You just have to be very reactive afterwards. Because there's a lot of opportunities to hit him, but not all of them are like really big opportunities, depending. These guys are really stuck. Okay, there we go. Might as well grab that. Okay. I need to make sure I'm not taking that hit, because sometimes that hit double hits and is lethal. We're not going in after that. I need to get to another position. Okay, I tried to dodge that and didn't get it in time. That's the one with the burst. I misread that. I thought that was the medium-sized one. Let's see. It's basically I'm getting this variability in my punish windows based on him doing those retaliatory backhands, which sometimes kill me. And actually, it seems like the little hand backhand kills me more often than the big hand backhand, which is super weird, but both of them have killed me. Alright, great, we got the goon squad. Alright. Draining my blood vials. Just can't let me have them. Nice. There we go. Please stop. I tried to, like, keep walking after the second hit so I could get out of the range of that, but, like... I need to dodge. Sheesh. But if he does a turnaround swipe and I dodge... if I buffer a dodge expecting him to do the backhand, and he does the turnaround fire swipe instead, I'll get killed. So... I don't like being shown false openings. So I think I just have to take one hit on a lot of those openings and then just prioritize being safe. Did you guys burn already? I should just equip the torch and run over there with the torch, so that I don't have to worry about these guys. Yeah, I've already got the torch at the ready. Let's just hold out a torch. There. Stay away from me. I don't want to have a fire effect hanging out on my character while I fight the fiery boss. Like, visually. Seems distracting. Okay. Oh, I guess I got my blood echoes back. Not important. Whoops. don't fall on me. Use that to reposition. He's repaired his leg. Okay, that's not an opening. I thought it might be. Guess not. Ah! He does a much longer sweep on that in his second phase. Okay, that's reminding me that what I'm supposed to do on that is go forward on my left for that attack. Yeah, this second phase is really messing me up. Which is like the bulk of the fight, so I should just say the fight is messing me up. I actually pushed him into second phase really early that time. He just gets a lot of new dangerous stuff when he can do those big collapsing lunges at you. Oh right, torch out. That's right, these two are the ones who push the boulder, and then they run up the stairs afterwards to get murdered. Okay, let's see. So my first phase handling must have been pretty clean if I got into second phase that quickly. Still got a hit there, so. Let's grab. Oh, okay. I guess when he pulls back in that method, he does damage on the way back. Because I don't think it was the burst that got me. I definitely... Oh no, that was just super weird. Okay. Yeah, alright. I gotta learn how to use the slow-mo effect in the video editor so I can showcase all these cases where it's like, I'm not in that hitbox. Where is the lethal hitbox that killed me? It's in another... It is not where I am. I'm like, oh, he must have had something on the backdash, and I like check the replay. I'm like, wait a minute, I'm very, very clearly outside of that of what hit me. Okay, but that's reminding me I cannot be standing in front of him after any of his combos ever, because he does like a floor slam that will kill me. I wasn't even really in front of him. Oh. They keep changing his animations by hit stunning him. They actually killed him. It's the first time I've seen them pull it off. He dropped 6 blood vials. That's pretty cool. It seems like what he's worth. Oh, I took the double hit from the backhand. Yeah, because I see my health bar move 1-2 when I take that hit in that way. Huh. It's weird. It's very weird. Which is why, like, sometimes I get hit with it and don't die, and other times I get hit with it and instantly die. It's because it has 2 hitboxes that overlap. Which also means that, like, if you're a high-level character, you get to apply your defense twice. So, it's one of those attacks that will extra wreck you on BL4. Same way that shotguns are extra special dangerous. Okay. That was okay for there, but generally that's a horrible place to be standing, and I'll get killed for it. I want to try something. I'm wondering if being transformed makes me likelier to hit his head. Oh, I'm not going in on that. I wasn't paying attention. Seems like I'm just hitting his arms. Use that to back out. Come on, that's so big. And I just dodged early. And that's the 50-50 of being close to and behind him, is he's either going to do a backhand sweep that happens really fast, or he's going to do that big turnaround that is slower. That being said, if I had actually just committed to staying behind him, I could have even kept attacking him, because that attack would not hit me. Take out the torch. Wow, those guys really avoided that by just kind of casually backstepping in a certain weird way. That's a weirdly small boulder. Excuse me. So an interesting thing, going into a run has a bit of a startup. So in terms of his like big slow slam attack, if you are like running in circles when he does that attack, it's easier to get in and avoid. Like, it's easier to get in your opening on that. Stay out of that. 3, 2. Nope, took damage. grab. Ah, that still hit me. I thought I could outwalk it. Okay, we're healthy. Oh, read that wrong. That's actually one that I'm able to get past if I do it right. Just need to stand in a really particular spot. But I'm figuring out that spot a bit better. Okay, back to the mid stage? Sure. I'm actually going to use that to get behind you. Oh no, I was still alive. Shoot! I thought I was already dead. Okay, so I should basically be using opportunities to move into the left thigh super secret tech location, and if I feel as though I can't like hold that spot, I need to definitively leave. But to move in and out of that place, I need to be in a substantial opening to do so. And while I'm standing there, I can read if he's going to do the backhand or the turnaround. If he's doing the turnaround, I can actually just hang out behind him as long as I move in the right way relative to his slashes. And if he's doing the backhand, I just need to avoid it, get in a couple hits when he falls over, and then go back to the position. I was barely able to get past that. Because he got staggered out of his regular recovery animation from doing that grab. To big slam. Then I get a 1-2. That's only a mid one. Okay, I didn't take the double hit, so we're all right. And that roll counted this time. We're on a roll. I didn't get the visceral. Big one. It's a little different, but that's something he can do in that phase that I was vaguely aware of. Aww, come on. That's happened to me before, but like, really? I was trying to do a heavy attack into taking advantage of the visceral, but it didn't give me the actual visceral attack. It's kind of the same as what's it called? There's some inconsistencies in his hit stun the same way there are for what's it called? The Ludwig. Ludwig's like personal hitboxing is weird. There are times where I hit him in what I thought was the face, and he would oh, wrong buttons a couple times. I would hit him in what I thought was the face, looked like the face, and he would take a stagger as though I'd hit him on the right side. So sometimes the location where they like are suffering the stagger is a little weird. Oh, I gotta stay really far away from this. But that should be enough time to get past. Okay, it did transform. I wasn't sure, since I took a hit stun. Ah, too early. Took a regular fair amount of backhand hit stun. It's first phase after all. A little nicer. Oh, it's not first phase. Heal up and move away. Uh-oh. 2, 3. I'll take one hit, move out. Oh my god! I did not know he could even do that. I wasn't even that far away from him for him to do that. Okay. Okay. I really just got to be behind him for the entirety of phase 2. He starts doing this really crazy stuff. Am I aiming to be, like, directly behind him? Maybe. Maybe just directly behind him is best. I'll have to be careful to avoid if he does a turnaround triple attack. But I've practiced that a bit. I think that's just the way it should be. Yet again, some of the videos and tutorials I have watched on this boss absolutely letting me down. So the guy who was like, oh man. To their credit, one of the videos I watched was saying, you know, just stay behind him the whole time. And that's correct. That's where you should be. But the other one was like, oh yeah, just, you know, stay at this distance and like watch out for this stuff, and you know, if you get too much distance on him, he's going to do some stuff, but they don't demonstrate any of these attacks or like really talk about them. And then you get into the boss fight, and it's like, that dude just jumped on me. He dove tackled me like a linebacker. I didn't know he had a linebacker dive tackle. Feels like that attack should have gotten some mention if you were going to write a guide. let's not do the mistake this time of mistaking the proper end of the first phase. Oh, don't go in on that one. Oh, that's lethal, I guess. What did I do wrong, specifically? Okay. I didn't wait for his slash from his right to finish before I doubled back. I needed to continue wrapping around that side because he was in a committal attack pattern that would require him to make those 3 attacks. Or I should have dodged the second and third slash, knowing that they were going to come out. But I needed to be properly responding to what he was doing. Position, get the slippers on. Okay. Alright, torch out. Oh, hey, item. Yoink. That's for the grief you gave me earlier. Oh. This guy's side of the wise guy. Boss lost interest. Well, not the boss, the dude lost interest in the other hunter. Whew. Barely made it out of there in time. I'm gonna heal instead of punishing. I think he might be in phase 2. Out of here so I can heal up. Oh, that's... Yeah, I was being hasty about trying to get back to my safe space. Sheesh. Do I take counter hit damage while running? Maybe. That might have done it. Okay, we're low on blood vials, so I'll have to farm Mency's pigs after this. But I mean, we were able to play for, you know, an hour and a half before running low on that, so that's cool. Oh, whoops. Okay, well, that's a way of recovering from that, I guess. Cool. Yeah, if I have the torch out immediately when I come up there, those guys will not get bowled over. It's peculiar that his AI doesn't have him do the slam jump back if you're behind him. That was a weird reaction. What's next? A little pinned on the pillar there, but we're okay. He should be well into phase 2 at this point. Yeah, I had my dodge wrong there. Dang it, it double hit me. The wrong reaction. He was giving me a really nice pattern, and I got too comfortable. Okay, let's go get blood vials. Yeah, when he did that like fall over 3 times in a row, I got spoiled. Absolutely spoiled. It's a good like 3 hits every single time that happens. And then it's 3 hits and I get reset to be back in the right position. Let's see. For phase 3, when we get there, I believe we're just being locked on with a clockwise pivot. Should be pretty basic. There's one attack that we need to be aware of how to dodge. Oh, he went for slash instead of fire breath. Candle guy. So I think I might get in a little bit of Bloodborne tomorrow, or I might do a little bit of speedrun practice, I'm not sure which. For Wednesday, it's definitely going to be Metroid Dread. And then for Friday, I don't know. I think I'm not really interested in streaming more 7 Days to Die. I think there's not much to do there unless I'm doing some kind of higher difficulty thing or something special. Let's see. What else do we have? I could maybe go back to Dead by Daylight. I don't know. The other one's charging me. He charged me again. You might have noticed. I don't even get the blood echoes for killing the second one because of the timing of my death. Oh, man. As if I could have picked up those blood echoes and gone kill the first pig again, I'd be happy. If the dread speedrunning is going well, and because like, I'm expecting that to be mad fun. I might just do that for Friday as well. Oh, you're not dead. No vials? No vials? Okay, you guys are meanies. Ow. Come on. Ugh. I don't believe that attack whiffed. I was too slow to react to it. If I had done like a transform as a reaction, it would have been fine. Okay, restarting the farming cycle. Let's see. You know, rather than being online, actually, I might just do some Chalice dungeons tomorrow. I'm not getting much out of them. Like, let's say I kill Rom and, you know, finish lower Tumeru. Like, oh, it's doing that weird thing again. I'm actually gonna mark that so I can find that later. What is up with sometimes transparent shades of Yharnam? I'm gonna title that clip, The Shades of Yharnam Are Actually Ghosts. I was about to panic when I realized that I didn't have the stream uploaded for my mid-ear kill on Dark Souls 3. But I looked back and I found that it was recorded on my hard drive. I'm super surprised he didn't actually hit me there. For all the times I've screwed up that dodge. Nice. So I was able to just pull the video off of my backup hard drive. So a nice 2 terabyte hard drive for all my streams. And it's just a good old-fashioned, you know, spinning brick hard drive. It's good to go. I want to lure you back just in case there is an incident and I need to recover my blood blood echoes. You could charge, please. It's very awkward when you just look at me like that. Yep, he just looks at me until he is ready to charge, and I'm in a bad position. You. In before I lose 40,000 blood echoes to some kind of weird mishap with the Yharnam Shades. You know, I could have sworn I was in this position yesterday, and the No, that's. I guess it's about how the lighting looks. Just go with it. Nope, 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 nope. That was close. You know, it's funny. Before doing all this pig farming, fighting two shades, I used to consider that a crapshoot. But now I just know all their attacks because I've had to come back here and farm these pigs. Oh man, you basically have to farm these pigs at least once every 2 hours of playing the game. And I've spent well over, I think over 30 hours in the DLC. Okay. Grab this. And I will be on my way. See, while I'm moving around, let's have some possible lighting changes. Let's see, do we want to do maybe less red? How does that look? Let me get the other thing up so I can see. That's only a 10% change, but it looks really different. I think this level's good. Still fussing with these. The blue, I think, is maxed out, but it's reflecting off a wall. Which is very nice for me to be sitting here playing, because the more lights are pointed at my face, the more fatigue I build up playing the game. Okay. A very nice number of vials, and we're back to the Hunter's Nightmare. I'm out of water. Let's see. You know, I guess my back wall is kind of visible. Around where I've got the arrow garden. I should either start growing something there so you can see some herbs, or I should hang something there. Or put in an accent light over there. That sounds pretty good. Figure out, because I'm using what's it called? I'm using red and blue for the stream because I think it's got like that 80s-esque vibe, which is super cool. But my actual house has like is like kind of a light green with a wood grain kind of tan look to it, and those are my like home decoration accent colors. Thank you for letting me through. And I even got the cheeky blood vial. So I'm wondering if I put an accent light back over there where I've got my green accent wall, is it going to look weird? Maybe. This is what we must experiment with. Okay, back to fighting the boss. Yeah, that attack, Oh, whoops. Went too close. Where he does like one slash and then another delayed slash. I feel like he completely stops doing that in phase 2. Speaking of phase 2. Alright, he really doesn't want me behind him. Got it. Sometimes we gotta respect that. He really wants to do this attack a lot. Use that to move. He's used that ground slam 4 times. Thanks. Oh, he got me on the stupid backstep slam again. Why does that have a hitbox while he's moving backwards? It's not just at the hand. What should I have done differently? Why was I in the position I was in? What did I just dodge before that? Shoot. I can't remember what I was doing at the end of the fight. He's got enough stuff that he's doing. I mean, the fight gets varied enough that I'm just trying to go on instinct and drill the instinct up a bit. Get the muscle memory down. Especially since he likes to use triple slashes a lot. And I just need to kind of cope with that attack. Stay away from me. So, yeah, triple slashes I'm trying to just be accustomed to rolling through properly. Well, he has dealt with them pretty quick this time through. That was what we call greed. Uh-oh. Stay on it. Alright. Greed has been satiated. We used twice as many blood vials as we spent in that little exchange. Almost got killed there, but he was doing that thing where he just runs into me as much as he wants. I don't have a particularly good answer for that. Three. Two. Ah, I went in too soon. These first phase openings are pretty simple, and I think I've got them all down. But his phase transition is a bit indistinct. Like, he should be well into second phase now, but he hasn't, like, displayed that in any way. I should have dodged out because I was confused there. Okay, he didn't kill me that time. all messed up. My dodge didn't go in. I saw the character start to move, so I probably accidentally triggered a jump. I have no idea how. I wasn't holding to run. Friggin' Dark Souls 1 jump function. It looked to me like it started up a jump. Ow. Ah. I was hoping I could just get a backstab into a rally. But apparently that's not his back. In both Bloodborne and Dark Souls 3, there's this peculiar kind of like haze around the character. I'm assuming that's like some kind of a graphical focus trick. It's not always there. See if I can demonstrate it. No, I really can't. I think it's in certain environments you can see a kind of outline around the character. I found that when he's coming close, I want to move into him for at least a moment, and it seems to trigger him to do an attack. So if he's approaching, I just take like one step towards him, and he kind of changes his tune. The leap, I think, is a very set trajectory, so I should just move towards him immediately if he jumps up for that particular leap attack. Oh, that was the one I can usually punish. It's got a huge recovery. Fast enough. I thought he might do something else. 2, 3. Okay, we're recovered enough. Okay, that one is still lethal, so I still have to dodge past it one way or another if he's going for that attack. And it has a little bit of a, it's a bit delayed, so it's a little tricky, but I have to be able to deal with that attack. I think actually if I can deal with that attack, I might have everything in the second phase kind of figured out, except for like the big football dive he did that one time. Something else I'm noticing is when he does the retaliatory swipe with the right hand, the one that like splays him out on the floor, his face gets really close to the ground during that. I think if there's another position I can be in, I think if I want to get face hits during that, I would have to dodge the attack differently. But if I could get face attacks during that, I think I could be hitting him for more damage or setting him up for a part break. I'm not doing a great job necessarily of abusing my part breaks, and I think that's going to be crucial in pushing him into later phases, because my openings in phase 2 are pretty sketchy. Oh. He delivered that blood vial right to me. It's very nice. Very considerate. Yeah, from what I'm gathering, there's not a gimmick that's going to make this fight work better. It's not really a fight about waiting for a specific opening. It's a fight about learning to avoid a pretty broad swath of fairly threatening attacks. And just being very aware of where you can take advantage and doing that very quickly. Yeah, we get 2 attacks if we run back into that. Positioning was wrong on me. And I was greedy going for that attack without being at full health. I could have just kept moving behind him and healed up, and that would have been the correct move. Especially because he might have fallen over or something. He's an old man. Sometimes he trips. You know, it's disappointing that the Hunter's Nightmare is not better connected to the main game. It's like, oh yeah, the Hunter's Nightmare. You get here because you're like holding a thing and an amygdala grabs you. And that's about it. Whereas the Nightmare of Menses, it actually feels like you need to get to a specific place that circumstances are like related to and grab a particular item. I feel like the entrance to this DLC should be in some area that's like secret to the church. I'm pretty sure the limiter for it is you have to have killed Vicar Amelia. They could have just put the item that is important to it, like, behind Amelia. And it would make more sense. Or they could have locked it behind Ebrietas, because Ebrietas is also a church secret thing. This is a nice, quick series of openings, good damage. Whoops. I wasn't strict enough about moving to my ideal position. That being said, like, he never does that attack in phase 2 when I'm looking at him and I want him to do that attack. So I'll be staring at him for phase 2 like, alright, give me an opening. I think that tells me that he wasn't quite in phase 2. He was still in phase 1 despite getting a part break. Because the part break does not cleanly delimit the phase. You can get the phase without the part break or with the part break, whichever one. It's just that if you're getting the part break, he's usually in phase 2. Alright. Yeah, I was feeling that, like, okay, this is probably the phase 2 transition. I should move into, like, the thigh loop position and try to exploit that, but he clearly wasn't actually in phase 2. Give me a break. Whew. Yeah, if he runs, you run. Simple. Simple methods. It's kind of funny how much less traction this seems to get as a category compared to Dark Souls 3. Oh, 4 slashes, okay. I misread that attack a bit. Still in phase 1 for a little while longer. Yeah, it seems as though with my cleanest possible punishes, he actually stays in phase 1 beyond the part break a little bit. Because my cleanest possible punishes give me the part break pretty early. Want to be fully recovered. Dang it. Ah. If I take the break in my run at the wrong time, I can get hit by the shotgun. Because I need to take I need to stop at some point to recover stamina before I get to the guy. Okay, alright. I'm gonna rally a bit, but I waited a bit long before actually rallying there. Weirds me out that there are gems that augment rally potential that are like weaker than the attack boost gems that you can get around at the same time. You'll have like 18% attack boost versus 20% rally potential. I'm like, if I'm gonna, you should make that rally potential needs to be at least 150% more valuable on the numbers for me to think about it as a stat that I might ever care about augmenting. Compared to raw damage. Like, I don't know what their expectations were for that mechanic, but I mean, I guess HP is king. And if you think about rallying as more HP, then on like a proper build where you're leveling up, that's pretty good. Oh, come on. Trolling me. My dodge is a little too early. So I think I'm just taking a bit too much greed. I'm going too far with my combos a lot of the time. And I'm having a lot of difficulty getting a sense of when the boss is ready to be dangerous again. So that's a problem. Wow. Thinking to myself, I'd kind of like to have a dessert food, but I'm actually out of sugar here in the house. I don't have any kind of fruit. I've got jelly. Probably do some jelly. Just want like some jam on toast. That's not bad. It's giving me very routine attacks to put me into a false sense of security. 3. 2, 3. Oh, that was his regular thing. Excuse me. I dodged away too early. I think what it's coming down to, in my understanding, is I would like to be able to outposition his attacks, and there's not really a setup for that. They have to be dodged through a lot. So it seems to me like there's no substitute in this fight for just having a lot of good dodges. And that is just time. I wonder on the numbers if something about your dodge is less generous in Bloodborne than it is in Dark Souls 3. Because when it comes down to these dodge fights in Dark Souls 3, first of all, there's not many of them. But secondly, I don't tend to get stuck on them like I am in Bloodborne. I'm getting really stuck on some of these DLC bosses that are just like very dodge or else. That's the fight. And I don't know if it's because of that, if it's because the dodge is less generous, or if it's genuinely just that the damage is too much more. Like the margin of error isn't big. Might all like cause when it comes down to Dark Souls, even Fume Knight is not a dodge or else fight. The Ivory King is a dodge or else fight. But he's very short. He does not have a lot of health. If I reapproach that from an angle, it's easier to get back to it. Like, it's easier to get the... If I want the 2 hits on that, it's better if I'm coming around from the outside. And for that one, if I start running earlier, I have a better time of it. I'm not going to take any extra hits on that. Oh my god. I almost got killed by virtue of being in, like, exactly the wrong spot. Okay, I am, like, so barely getting clipped by these things. Huge pain. Okay, so he does still sometimes do that same attack, where he's going to fall down on the second combo hit. Or the third combo hit. I need to leave because I triggered that hit stun. Maybe lose damage. Get out of my face. I'm just gonna heal. So many close frickin' calls. Two, three. Okay, I'm gonna move around to the other side of him. Yeah, that's nothing to me. Just gonna move out of that. 3. Thank you. I have unfortunately been winged by that every single time. Okay, I actually got his next phase. How does this go again? Okay, not like that. Okay, so I need to dodge that attack. But I finally got his third phase. It was messy, but we got there. Because, like, he finally started doing the slam, back swipe, fall. And I need to avoid the fall better. But I got him in the right loop, the right rotation. Okay, so I need to be aware that he's got, like, a claw swipe thing there in the third phase. That's like kind of a quick swipe with his right hand. I believe the third phase actually should be giving us some very, very clean openings compared to the second phase. So if we can get to the third phase routinely, I don't think we're far off. I've looked at a little bit of the third phase. He's got the, I saw the lava surge there. He's got some attacks where he kind of marches down at me. The positioning for the fight looks a little tricky. Because we need to stand, like, real close. Real, like, frighteningly close. There are definitely a lot of cases where I balk about, like, how close to a boss I need to be. fists. Oh, it's too close. Got it. 2, 3. There we go. That's what's been killing us. Basically been dying because we're sticking around for 3 hits when he's grounded. And it's not quite that safe. You repair those parts. I'll be back to break them. Speaking of. I thought he might fall on me there, but I wasn't certain when it would happen. Okay, so he can possibly do a 4th swipe where he falls on me in 2nd phase when he's doing the various swipes. And I think that's the attack, like that's an extension of the attack that previously in the 1st phase I was dodging through the 2nd hit on. So if I can read that correctly for the 2nd phase, the same way I do in the 1st phase, I should be safer and have more openings. If I can read it correctly. We're steadily working each of these attacks and setups into the old noodle. But I think I've finally gotten to a point where I'm safer on my, like, looping behaviors. I have a torch! Quick! Backstep into the fireball, he's got a torch. I'll kill you so I can loot that, and it didn't matter. Although, Radiant, I'm not familiar with. What is a Radiant blood gem? I just want to check, even if I die. Oh, reduce stamina costs. Okay. Very nice of him to, you know, take care of business and take a coffee break while I was checking the inventory. I want to be at completely full health. Except no substitutes. Okay. Didn't completely manage to put myself out of the position for his right backhand. Oh, I actually pivoted myself out of being able to hit with that. Noted. No, bad boss. Oh, that was not the attack I was expecting it to be. 2, 3. Stay calm and get out of there. 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Damage for me. Where's he gonna be? Okay. grab. He almost never does that in phase 2. That's okay. Went for a grab. I'm going to heal and back up. Prioritize being in the right position. Shoot. I recognized a little late that I was going to have to dodge through that, because it wasn't his, like, slam hop. He does the slam hop so much. But that's the one where we go through that attack. And we get some good punishes if we do. Yeah, with this strat where we're like being respectful of him and keeping distance a lot, it's more effective. It's definitely more effective. We don't get him falling over as often, which is a little bit of a bummer, because that was a really nice, easy opening to take advantage of. But he only does that as part of his right-hand backhand. I'm also thinking part of that, or some of his behaviors, may be tied to, like, his part break. So it's possible that what I should be doing, actually, is trying to be more aggressive with him during the part break. Not during the hit stun for the part break, but while his part is broken. Excuse me. Get on through there. So I might be able to pack on more damage. Two, three. Let's grab. Nice easy punish on that. What you doing? That's a 5 combo. He doesn't do that too often. Dodge the grab, use that to heal. Cool. Back to neutral standing on the fight. Okay, and he didn't do an immediate turnaround, which is odd. Shoot. I was light on the circle button. I'm using a lot of blood vials in some of these. So I'm thinking that in his second phase, his punch, swipe, fall probably doesn't hit on his right-hand side. I'm trying to dodge underneath him, and I'm getting hit every time. Next time, I'm going to try dodging on the right outside. Sometimes he's also getting me by, like, falling on me in ways I don't expect, but it's not killing me. So I'm losing a lot of blood vials, but I'm not losing the fight on that. I am losing opportunities, because several of those attacks I could dodge and then possibly even hit him right in the face. Oh. Different pattern. Speaking of like patterns and big guys, there's a hilarious video. It's a Dark Souls 2 video. I've seen it on the Reddit before. It's that one guy in Dragon Shrine with the two-handed mace who never stops attacking. And they just looped the audio for like, and the hits start coming and they don't stop coming and they don't stop coming and they don't stop coming, and it just doesn't stop for a solid minute. It's pretty great. DMCA'd. Oh no. Oh. No, not dead. We're good. Okay, nothing there. I just said I was going to handle that differently, and there I am, not handling it differently at all. Aw, yeah. Oh, he didn't fall. There's him recovering from the parts break. Yep, patiently dodging. It's OP. Oh, that's that attack from the first phase that I never get him to use in the second phase. Dang it. I just triggered 2 parts breaks. Dang it. I recognize that like a moment too late. He does like 2 quick pumps on the ground before he leaps. I tried to roll out, but I didn't have it, I guess. I'm assuming that roll left is good enough to dodge that attack. It might have to be forward left. He uses that attack so infrequently that when it comes to being successful in the fight, I don't think I actually need to plan around it, but the fact that it's 2 quick pumps into it, it's a very distinct animation. It's short, but it's distinct. So I can try to avoid that, I think, on that basis. I think that my body is upset with me, and it's telling me I'm hungry because I was very active today, and my physiology does not want to accept this and burn fat. Well, I'll show you. I'll be more active tomorrow somehow. And then you will realize there's no choice but to try and get back to my pre-COVID figure. Right. right, I was supposed to walk towards him for that. I didn't walk towards him, so I had to work harder. Which is okay, so long as I actually work harder. Please, go ahead. Do that a third time. Sounds good. That reached a bit further than I thought it would. Let's see, health is full, position's good. That was a very long jump. Reset. Oh, I got hit by that? I haven't been hit by that, like, at all. That hit further out than usual, I swear. Oh, man. I was doing really well. I just went in too soon. I'm just supposed to run past after that swipe, so I didn't think that swipe hit that far out. I think it hits further out in phase 2. Like there's a more pronounced fire effect on it from the looks of it. Aww, that was good. I am doing better in the crunch on the fight. Which is very nice. You die too, just because. Free Molotov. Whee! That was what he dropped, right? I think it was. Four swipes. Ah, I dodged way too early for what that was. I didn't really have time to figure out the attack. It was one of those cornered circumstances where I really need to get the read right because I did not have more wall to back up into. Well, I mean, I had plenty of wall, actually. It was nothing but wall, as a matter of fact. So I'm going to be giving it 20 more minutes, and I'm calling the stream for tonight at the 3-hour mark, so I can relax and not be up too late. All of that good stuff. There will be one exception. If I get up to 4 or 5 viewers, I will do an extra half hour. Gotta give the people what they want. Ah! You jerks. Didn't even have the courtesy for any of them to survive for me to rally off of. Just eating my blood vials. Oh, snap. Curly, thanks for checking in. Yeah. Oh, no. No, we're okay. We're fine. We're fine. No big deal. So for those who've joined on the raid, or Curly, if it's just Curly, we're up against Lawrence, the first Vicar. One of 3 remaining bosses for me to complete this Bloodborne run and never look back. He's a big fiery beast. And he does a lot of stuff. So Curly, what have you been up to? You still doing like Endwalker MSQ? Oh, missed my dodge, but didn't die because I didn't take a counter hit. Gotcha. Now, speedrun training starts Wednesday. Not for this game, though. Aww. I didn't get out of that soon enough. That's cool. Are they still on the arcane set for TFT? Oh. Huh. I didn't know FF14 was that demanding. Or is your machine just a little bit low level? That's right, because mostly you've just been doing like mahjong and card stuff. Oh yeah, that is notably out. And it'll be hard to build one now too. What with the parts being what they are. Two, three. That's true. Oh, too early. Come on, buddy. Give me something. Give me something pretty. Oh. I was hammering on buttons the wrong way. Hammering on the wrong buttons specifically. Nyeh. Take that. Oh, that actually reached further out than I thought it would. He doesn't do that attack very often. Yeah, I was getting in a little bit of post-holiday spending pretty recently. Got the new lights. I got a new cover for my futon. It looks way better. Matches the room. I've got like new throw pillows that I got as part of the Christmas gifts. I got a very adult set of Christmas gifts. I got like throw pillows, blankets, and a new set of dishes. I actually need to pop back over to my dad's place, as my car was full up, and he had also gotten me some of those like Omaha steaks, the ones that they're like show up flash frozen vacuum packed. But at the time, my car was full of like LARP gear and junk, and I said, you know what? I will pop back by and pick these up. It'll give me an excuse to come by. He's not that far away anyway. And I gotta make some good use of these new dishes too. Excuse me. Yeah, so this guy is a three-phase fight. I've gotten him to phase 3 just once so far. Not again. Not immediately again. You'll get me with that later. Ow. Healy, healy. From behind. So we're back to D&D this weekend, aren't we? Finally. At least I think we are. I know today was the Secret Santa, or this weekend. Okay, second phase. Two, three. Okay, that's definitely the right way to dodge, is on the right-hand side. So in phase 2, I have to dodge that move in a different way. Yeah, it can be a pretty complex system. I see. The reason why I've been getting part of that telegraph wrong is because when he falls on the floor, he can either do follow-ups on the floor and give me extra time, or he might not. Uh-oh. Shoot. I did it again. Yeah, it's a lingering hitbox on the second slash, starting from second phase. Did you have an idea on the sort of things you wanted your character to do? For the excursion, we're going to be in we were doing a limited class purview, so everybody is going to have the Seeker class that comes out of one of the Splat books, and then your other class is your own choice. But over the course of play, Donnie was saying he was going to he was saying he was going to level us up pretty aggressively at various checkpoints during that weekend. So you should have a third class in mind, because you kind of routinely in that game get the option to take a new class on like one of your level up things. You might want to look at the level up setup. Yeah, that's the thing. The character I had talked about for it, and I can pivot on a dime because I know the system very well. I was looking to just play the ultimate sneak. Wanted to do something inspired by the Smoke Knights from Girl Genius, who are sneaky enough that that a Smoke Knight can replace themselves with a cardboard cutout while you're talking to them and get away with it. So naturally the character would not have that capability initially, but that would be the goal. Just to be absolutely ridiculous about it. That was a very bold way for me to dodge that attack. It was unnecessarily risky. what's it called? One of the most important things for you to figure out in terms of an Iron Kingdoms character is, do you want to be magical? Because it's a big choice. And for your first time playing the character, I would say don't go magical, because it involves a little bit more combat decision making. Right, I did that incorrectly. Ouch. Oh, he's in phase 2. Yeah, right. Yeah, being in phase 2 surprisingly can result in some mistakes. There's a yes and no about that, though, because, like, you have more decision points for being a caster, but, like, Sorcerer's still very straightforward to be, and you get a lot of, you can be very effective as a spellcaster without having to do a lot of crunch. What's it called? The classic, like, straightforward fighting dude is pretty solid, but for our archetypes in the game, it might be a little harder to play than usual. Sheesh, that's the second time that guy got me. Torch out, excuse me. What a jerk. Okay. Yeah, that's fair. I usually think about some kind of a joke or general flavor. Because, like, there are certain things that are mechanical, but I think inform some things about the character. Like, do you want your character to be a smooth talker? Or do you want them to be, like, really tough? Certainly if you want to play a himbo that's, like, suggestive of certain classes. Oop, messed that up. Messed that up too, oh boy. You can't afford to make this many mistakes. Theoretically. Let's keep my focus on the boss for a bit. It's certainly less, there's certainly less of, like, a roleplay mechanics tie-in than there is in D&D. Since in D&D, like, your attributes should generally have some things reflective of your roleplay. Unless you cheat like me and set all your attributes to 14. Which I say is cheating, but it's... Ow! He fell on me. Is that 2 hits? No, that was 1 hit. He just doesn't do that very often. So yeah, I suppose then the better question is, are you thinking of playing somebody who's more aloof, more serious, more callous, heartfelt? Good night, man. I'm not going to be online for much longer anyway. I got like 5 more minutes in this, and then I am probably getting some food. Hope the new year is treating you well. Okay. Let's knuckle down and fully focus on the boss for a bit. through. Yeah, I think my overall appraisal of Lawrence is that he's got just enough patterns for you to go through like entire attempts without seeing certain attacks. And that's challenging. If he were in phase 2, I might have used that just to reposition instead of getting that attack in. Oh, that was just a basic one. I could hit him there. Pick a move, please. The extra long range version, followed by the short clock. Okay. The extra long range leap is a real pain in the neck, and it is getting me a lot. So, all right. I think at this point, I'm gonna close this out for now. I might have to do a little more research or look around on this. I think it's really just I'm honestly thinking the boss is just a case of drilling the boss a lot. There was like a high point in the stream where I was performing very, very well, and I'm just like kind of fading out, I think. And we'll see if we can't get back to that stronger position. Maybe in a short, stint tomorrow. I might break it up to not get too worn out on Bloodborne. But we've only got the 3 bosses left. It's just a little bit. And I know Lawrence is the hardest of the 3 bosses that remain. Gehrman's going to be a pain, but I think he's going to have a way smaller health pool. Anyhow, this has been Jupiter Exile. Thank you for tuning in. I hope we wander again soon.